We're still focusing on that deadly synagogue attack in Jerusalem on Tuesday.
That's right. It's the latest in a series of deadly attacks that many fear is really pushing the city to the edge of a dangerous escalation of violence. The Independent puts it quite well today. You can see that it says that fear is the only thing that is uniting both sides of Jerusalem, and you can see a photo there of the funeral of one of the victims. Now, many commentators are saying that we're witnessing the beginning of the third intifada, so a popular uprising of Palestinians, and this could really snowball out of control into widespread violence. You can see the editorial of the Washington Post today. It says Israeli and Palestinian leaders know what they need to do to stop the third intifada. So Washington Post makes it sound almost like a simple solution. What is their solution? Well, it says that both Israeli and Palestinian leaders need to refrain from inflammatory statements and hold off on provocative acts like new Israeli settlements or Palestinian appeals for the recognition by the United Nations. Sounds like an easy solution, but as we're saying, it's a lot more difficult to put in place.
And the papers are also focusing on events in Hong Kong once again. A group of street protesters trying to break into Parliament early on Wednesday.
That's right. There was a photo of that incident on the front page of the Wall Street Journal today. It says that the Hong Kong protests take on a hard edge. Now, pro-democracy leaders from the Occupy Central movement were quick to condemn or at least distance themselves from what they call the violent action by a small group of protesters. You can read about their reaction here in the South China Morning Post, a paper based in Hong Kong. This article points out that the chaos in Admiralty comes as public opposition to the civil disobedience movement reached nearly 55% this week. This is according to a survey by the University of Hong Kong. And actually, there's another article in South China Morning Post that focuses on the results of this survey. Support for the movement has fallen to just 28%, and 83% of Hong Kongers want the Occupy Central protest to stop. So you can see the headline here. It says an overwhelming majority of Hong Kongers want the protest to stop.
So what's been the reaction in mainland China?
Well, as you can imagine, they have a different take on things. The China Daily, for instance, has always been very critical of the Occupy Central movement. They have a very harshly worded editorial today. They say this was a premeditated attack and a blatant challenge of the rule of law. You can see they talk about mob politics rocking Hong Kong. They say this was a desperate move to boost morale. It's a criminal act no civilized society rather, should tolerate. And they say that this is proof that the movement is frustrated that their illegal campaign is running out of steam. So harsh criticism in China Daily today.
Going to move on to the Daily Beast. A tragic report coming out of Honduras.
That's right. It's a very tragic story. You can see the headline here, the shocking death of Miss Honduras. So that's a photo there of the 19-year-old Maria Jose Alvarado. She became a national celebrity when she was crowned Miss Honduras back in April, and she was actually due to travel to London to take place in the Miss World pageant on a Sunday, but on Wednesday, her body and the body of her sister were found by a river. Police say that they were shot dead by the jealous boyfriend of her sister. This drew a lot of sadness, a lot of outrage on social media. Experts say it really highlights an alarming trend of violence against women in Central America and in Honduras in particular. Honduras is the sixth deadliest country when it comes to gender-motivated killings of women.
Going to end on a slightly lighter note. The Washington Post reporting that a graphic designer, he's created a normal Barbie.
That's right. Forget bony, perky, and perfect Barbie. Meet normal Barbie. She is a realistically proportioned doll. You can see a photo of her here. She is very realistic. She has cellulite, no makeup, and a few extra pounds. What's great about her is she actually comes with stickers where you can actually put zits on her forehead to make her even more realistic. You can see a photo of Barbie not going through a very good day there with some zits on her forehead. Now, this is the creation of a designer named Nikolai Lam, so it's called the Lamely doll. He said he wanted to send a message that reality can be beautiful, and don't worry, he plans on making a realistic Ken Barbie, a 2 that will maybe be a little chunkier and balding, and well, maybe have some beer stains on the shirts, etc.
We look forward to Flo reporting on that one as well. So thanks a lot. Flo with the international paper, Stephen with business as well. I'm talking to him again now on this. Latest news is coming up for you after the break. Plus today we have a special report filmed inside Iran, in fact. Strong opinions from many as people talk to us about their hopes or their anger over Iran's nuclear talks with other world powers. It's in the next half hour.